Welcome to Deuteronomy chapter 7. The Israelites are standing on the edge of the Promised Land, staring at 7 nations that are vastly larger and stronger than they are. This chapter provides a brilliant strategic blueprint for dismantling toxic systems, understanding your true value, and mastering the pace of victory. God lists the powerful nations ahead of them and commands their total destruction. Moses strictly warns the people to make no treaties and show no mercy to these corrupt cultures. When taking over a deeply corrupted environment, you cannot negotiate or make treaties with the toxic elements. They must be completely dismantled to protect the fragile integrity of the new culture. Moses explicitly forbids intermarriage. Historically, this wasn't about race. It was about the inevitable transfer of religious loyalty, as foreign spouses would lead children to worship other gods. Merging your organization with an unaligned partner inevitably dilutes your core values. Intimate partnerships with toxic entities will slowly and quietly drag your team away from their primary mission. Israel is commanded to physically break down pagan altars, shatter sacred pillars, and burn idols. It is never enough to simply introduce new policies. You must actively hunt down and physically shatter the sacred pillars and old, comfortable operational habits of the previous regime to establish a truly new identity. Moses humbles them. God didn't choose them because they were the most numerous. They were the smallest. He chose them out of pure love. True, unshakable loyalty is built when a team realizes their value comes from a leader's unconditional commitment to them, rather than just their raw numerical output or market size. If they obey, God promises massive harvests and protection from the terrible sicknesses they knew in Egypt. Strict obedience to foundational protocols acts as an organizational immune system. It actively protects the team from the operational diseases and chaotic burnout that completely destroyed their predecessors. Anticipating their fear of these powerful nations, Moses commands them to remember exactly what God did to Pharaoh. When a team is paralyzed by a massive competitor, a leader must redirect their focus back to the organization's origin story, reminding them of the seemingly impossible obstacles they have already overcome. God then reveals a surprising strategy. He will drive out the nations little by little. If they cleared the land all at once, wild animals would multiply and overrun the emptiness. Massive change must be executed incrementally. Clearing out an old system too quickly leaves a dangerous vacuum where unforeseen chaos and liabilities can multiply before you have the capacity to manage the space. Finally, Moses forbids them from keeping the silver or gold that covers the pagan idols, warning it will become a deadly trap. Never try to salvage the shiny, profitable components of a toxic system. If you extract the silver and gold from a corrupt practice to fund your own project, it will inevitably rot your culture from the inside. Deuteronomy 7 proves that lasting success requires a relentless commitment to purity and a patient, incremental pace. This leaves us with 2 important questions to chew on today. First, are you trying to change your organization all at once, creating a dangerous vacuum for chaos to multiply? And second, are you secretly keeping the silver and gold from a toxic past practice because it's profitable? Take a moment, breathe, and let them sink in.